Hey, my friends, my name's Kevin, and welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day. I'm just going to give you something positive to chew on for today, and the message I got was a really good one. So let's get right to the card. Here we go. The Sage. Uh, in this again from Angels and Ancestors Oracle Guidebook. Oracle cards rather by Kyle Gray and the wonderful Lily Moses did these illustrations. So here we see sitting underneath a tree, I might call it a Bodhi tree, which is like a tree of wisdom to me in my mind. We see a sage. In other words, sort of the ever wandering yogi, and the ever wandering yogi who takes his traveling through life and learning and all things good. So as we look at this card, and I wish I could lower this camera a bit more. I'll find a way to do that at some point. But I'll lift it up, see if we can focus. As we look at this card, you can see that he's looking directly at you, at me, at the universe, with a quill made of a peacock feather in his hand and writing upon what looks to be like a tablet or a leaf. In other words, the message that comes, you're blessed to get this card today, because in each and every one of us is both a student and a teacher. And you've heard that saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So this card is encouraging you to continue dedicating your days, your weeks, your years, your journey on this earth as a soul that is seeking information. Indeed, wake up and understand that you're a spirit that's having a physical experience right now. And it is becoming more and more apparent as we move forward into what appears to be physically confusing, where the constructs of organizations, plural, are scattered, and we find more and more like minded folks turning to one another for congregation, for community. I've been invited to join a number of social media groups whose purpose is to grow a sense of community. So these groups are private and they have certain criteria for becoming members of these groups, and really all to savor the positive elements of what we're all about, what we're all up for. Incidentally, I did go to the mountains yesterday, had a lovely day, and look, I bought these two spheres. There are lots of quite beautiful, lovely rocks and minerals in the. It's in Chimney Rock. There's like a little mine. Well, it's not really a mine. It's sort of like an entertainment type of mine where you can go and wash off, um, dirt that they bring up and collect stones from it. But I needed a few new ones. My go-to crystals right now are the amethyst, rose quartz, smoky quartz, quartz crystal, and obviously citrine. Citrine's one of my favorites. But there's one here. This is the red one. It's a carnelian. And the carnelian is just so pretty. And when I got it home, I wasn't really that attached to it. I wasn't really, well, I felt power from it when I held it first in the store. And then as I ran my fingers around the surface of it, there are an awful lot of cracks and crevices and divots. And, some would say this might be almost imperfect, but there is absolutely no imperfect stone or no imperfect crystal. These are, in my mind, and experts will tell you, crystals are basically the bedline, the bedrock of the earth, and some consider them to be the bones of the earth. They contain incredible energies and properties. Most computer chips and things inside of watches and other mechanisms work off of quartz crystals. So you can imagine the kind of strength and energy that those the crystalline layers of the earth are holding on to. Now here's a piece of amethyst, and I don't want to get off topic because I need to get back to the message, but here's a piece of raw amethyst. And you know what I like about these, I don't think you really call this so much a geode, but you know, you have the layers of earth. So here's like the crystalline piece, and here's what might be considered the rock of where this came from. So you can imagine when you're mining this stuff how much dirt and dust is created to bring them out. And then of course my lovely crystal skull made of quartz crystals from Brazil. Horus, which is in folklore considered the son of Isis, and then Chip, because I really like the fact that he's got a little tiny chip on one of his cheeks. Although now I'm looking for it, trying to find it, it's gone. So, oh no, there it is. I found it. That little tiny chip. But what struck me about Horus was his lovely rainbow inclusions. And the reflection of light on the top is hard to tell with this camera. And of course, you don't need me to explain that the benefits of having a crystal skull in your collection of crystals. There are many books on heyhouseaudiobooks.com, some of them being rather nicely reduced if you are looking for something to learn more about crystals. I think there's a book on there I came across as I'm doing my what was I going to say? Oh, I was on the website looking for something inspirational to read, to download, and I came across a book called Crystals Made Easy, something like that. Anyway, I'm digressing from our message, which is about the sage. So, in closing it, I will say that you, my friends who are out there, have listened to the call of the light, are curious more about what spirit world is, what your soul is, and I want you to look at it more as if you are this great explorer using the observation and intuition gifts that you have to step forward and just take notes. We've done meditation, and indeed you've done meditation, and that brings us closer to more alignment, and it sort of thins out the physical doing, dharma, yama, niyamas, all of those yogic terms, the actual doingness of life, the going to and from, and the job and the house and the things, and the having those heavily physical experiences that we get immersed in. And for those of you that are on this, listening to this, now there seems to be, or there may be, could be, would be, I don't know, not you, an awakening of sorts where a different interest is sweeping in. I like to call it wafting. There's a waft of it. There's a waft of just little things you see, odd things showing up, noises, the ringing in the ears, these little symbols that spirit is jingling and jangling around. And the more we listen, the more we pay attention, I call it leaning in, the more we lean in closer, the more they lean in closer to us. And then eventually it just becomes this fabulous little dance between us and the spirit world. And then the spirit world begins to say, oh, yes, we can connect. This is a person. We can lock in. And then there are more elements of proof that we don't doubt it. Then becomes this ask and you shall receive, that whole wait a minute. I was just saying the other day I want to find this outfit, I want to find this thing, I want to find this, I want to find that. And then here it is. There it is. Manifestation of what we've been asking for, ask and receive. And then there's more of that. You get into the glee of feeling that. You mean all I've got to do is just, yes, that's all you have to do, put your hand up. Might be introduced to, as I have, Abraham, Esther Hicks, Jerry Hicks, law of attraction, and all of the ripples of that, and the understanding of, their terms, what a vortex is, what you put into it, what you feel about it. It's fascinating. All right, I think I'm going to read from the book here, and I want to see what our friend, I'm thinking, is the Alchemist wanting to come today and talk? He's saying it's entirely up to me. All right, well, there you are. September the 3rd, things are working out. Right now, this moment, things are working out. We natter away, trying to control shape and form, trying to figure things out. We back off, then come closer. We worry and wonder, but things are working out. Things are working out as beautifully and divinely as possible. The dance of life is taking place in sync with the rhythm of the universe. Everything is working out, moving forward, evolving. There's a rhythm, an energy, a life force that continues, that shapes, that grows. You do not have to fight, resist, control, or even understand it. All you need to do is be. Be present for your life, your love, yourself. Your soul will lead you on. Your inner voice, your heart, is leading you on. Quiet your mind and trust that where you are and where you're being led is perfect. You don't have to try to get it all together. You don't have to strive to have it all. You already do have all that you need. How many times have you been through an experience fretting and fearful about the shape things were taking, only later to exclaim, "Oh, I see now. Things were working out all along." Learn to say and believe that right now. Things are always working out. Let your mind see what your soul already knows. Things are working out perfectly. So this is what is so wonderful about the sage saying, you are on this journey and we're proud of you. Take note, be observant, see how you feel, see how your life is shaping up the way it was always supposed to. Ooh, the goosebumps are here. So I'm going to ask you all to take your feet down to the floor, close your eyes down, and bring your palms up. Get really comfortable. And whatever that means, if you've got to adjust pillows or anything to get comfortable. Nice tall spine, open heart, lifting up and out. And then just get into that place where you can make room for you to meditate, get with spirit. All right, so close the eyes down. Big breath in. Exhale, relax, 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 relax. Then continue your breath. Find that rhythm in 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going and listening to your breath in and your breath out. Hello, everybody. It is good to be here today and speak with you, and how delighted I am to be here talking with you. And I'm getting a sense of the energy, this lovely body, this lovely way and sway, and it's just getting used to the vibration of the physical body working so nicely. Okay, my friends. Yes. So, hello. I am the Alchemist, and coming to speak with you through this delightful young person, who has been on this earth with us for a very long time. Lots of turns around the earth, in and out of different embodiments, different experiences, and each experience is leading and lifting to the next experience. And let me just explain, what does that mean? I hear that. I hear, what are you talking about? Well, we're talking about so much the re-entering into the physical for the experiences we wish to have. Part of this is a renewal. Part of it is renewal, like a reward there. Reward for work well done, things well done. Time to come in and have a new and different experience. My friends, I wish to tell you the card of the sage that came up, the wise one. Inside each and every one of you, as you're here in the physical, have brought with you many lifetimes of wisdom. Now, for most of you may be curious in your physicalness. Well, how many lifetimes is it? And who was I? And what did I do? And why did I do it? And how does this... Okay, so there is a theory, and it's a little complicated to really understand and work out, but I'm going to try. And the theory is that the past, as you know it, and the future as you know it, and the right now here as you know it, are all in your world a linear line, one comes after the other, form a progression, a series and a sequence. You have seasons, you have hours, you have days, and along with that comes the wisdom that the universe, the big piece, that creator, some of you have labeled the great creator God, some of you have labeled the great creator the universe, some of you call it the great creator. Those labels are the human labels, human things of the human experience, so that there is an understanding. So let me just be a little clear. Shall we be clear? Yes, we'll be clear. Wisdom is what is brought with you as you come to the physical world. Your wisdom is attached to the soul who begins to dance on this earth, having physical experiences. As the sage shows up to tell you that wisdom that you are bringing is always there, because in the spirit world there is no such thing as a past and a present. Well, there's a present, always here, always in the right now, this minute. And then your world is a future. What's going to happen next week? Well, in the physical world, because of the physical experience, it has to get there. You have to arrive there. And it seems lovely that a scientist at some point looked at the time-space theory. They call them quantum leaps in some things. They might call them other things. But then it becomes very scientific. We're not here to load you with the scientific mumbo-jumbo that some of you might be confused about. What we're here to say is, now is your time to load up your knowledge, to get out your notebooks and start to become observant. Observant of the things that you feel, the things that you feel on an emotional level. And then you chase it with the present moment. And you can write at the top, right now I feel. And then you can put the words in that you describe how you feel. Happy, joyful, fun, exhilarated, excited. Or then the other ones, the what you call not so good, the fear, the sadness, those lower ones. I think the other day they were speaking of these lower ones, the emotional guidance scale. I believe it was one of these things that Master Kevin was on. And again, it's linear. You know, in your world, there has to be something on the top, the number 1, or there has to be something on the bottom, the number whatever. And along there is a scale, and the scale again is linear. Now, what I offer for you as the sage, as the teacher, put yourself in that role. Become that sage. Now, I'm not talking about that you have to go out and become somebody that you're not, but the sage is somebody that you are, the great wise one. And in your writings, in your journaling, in your record keeping, which you do so very well, my friends, you do that so very well. We're so proud of you doing your writings and your journaling. Keep going. In this is your note taking, and eventually, as you're taking the notes, writing them down and bringing them into your soul consciousness. There's a physical consciousness, got to go here, got to go there, got to do and a 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 do. Then there's the soul consciousness, the unattached place, the meditative place, the place of all things possible. So the volume on the physical, got to do, got to go, la da 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 da, that, turn that down, dial into the soul through the window of the meditation and write in the wisdom that comes. And at first, in the beginning, when the student wakes up to the sage and the teacher, and remember, my friends, you are both. It's so delightful. You are the student looking for the information, looking for the inspiration, looking for, I want to have a little understanding, please. I need to know. And then you write down the questioning, and then all of a sudden, get quiet and you ponder. You might say spirit guide, da da da, whoever you is calling you, is around you. Thank you for revealing to me. Please come, let me see you, let me touch you, smell you, know you're here. Trust me, the spirit world is adept for when the sage opens up and it says, I'm ready, I'm here, I'm wanting to learn, I'm wanting to know. Just as your world is in the linear with the hours and the days and the weeks and the years, so too we have to get on that path. We have to allow you to see it in the way that you can absorb it. Can you imagine your overwhelming, oh goodness gracious, if there were lots and lots of information coming at you about the past and the future and the now all at the same time? That would be so in your world chaotic, crazy, mad. And yet, this is what you ask for. You ask for knowledge, want to know more, want to get more, want to understand more. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And we think, how can we deliver this information in ways that these folks will understand it in their world? Well, you journal, and when you write the things down, you're writing it down in the present moment that you're seeing it, that you're experiencing it, that you're curious about it. Your note taking, your listening, your observing is pushing it into the soul level. And the soul level says, aha, there's a vibration here. And the vibration is the feeling. It's the little energy that's sort of, oh, yes, 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 the calling. You know, when the leaves rustle and they fall, when the wind blows, it makes a howl. You don't see the wind. You don't look at it and see, look, there goes the wind. You see the effects of it. You watch how items lift and blow and float and go. This is the vibrational energy you put out, and it sends the vibrational energy like a rhythm, like a vibration. How can I explain? Kevin is thinking, oh my goodness, this is so good. When you listen to a high-pitched sound, the sound reverberates in your world enough to shatter crystal. This is the manifestation of a vibrational energy. So scientists spent years figuring it out and deciding that this object is vibrating at that rhythm and this object is making this, it all just makes things happen. Now, how does this apply to the soul and the physical body? By you understanding that as soon as you write down what it is you're looking to experience, you set the vibrational tone to receive the answer. Hence, you are the sage. And the message I have before I go is, at some point, you will get that eureka moment where you get it and you understand it. And then it is resident within you, and you have the ability to then become the teacher of others who will, my friends, they will be showing up. They will be wanting what you have. They will be wanting to understand. How do you know this? How do you understand this? How do you get this? What are you doing? The vibration that you are putting out and sending off is the vibration that is coming back multiplied. So, my friends, we give you the choice. It is not for us to tell you what to do. We cannot and we will not interfere with your choice. You came here with freedom to choose what you want. Your purpose is your choice, and we do not interfere with that choice. We offer you the best solution and the way forward that would perhaps be something for you to consider. But my friends, neither us nor those we have charged with our work are here to tell you what you should and should not do. That is, in our world, somewhat illegal. It is not kind or compassionate or ethical or integral. It is not our truth. What we share with you is for your loving benefit, your joyful journey forward. And we share it and we come with it because at some level on your soul, you are asking, vibrating, seeking. And from there, it is time to end this message. You are always welcome in this space. There will always be love and joy, peace and happiness. And from our heart into your heart, may you be blessed. Bring your hands to prayer heart center. Honor yourself for where you are and what you're doing, how you feel. Whew. And then in prayer, lift our thumb knuckles to third eye center. Send out the prayer to the universe, prayer to the planet, prayer to those who are suffering and not feeling it and really sort of under the thumb, if you will, that they find light, that they find love, that they find happiness, strength, truth. And together we bow and say namaste. There you have it, my friends. Thank you for that. This is getting more and more comfortable for me. And one day I think I will do a video and explain my process, how that works. Anyway, for right now, go have a great Friday. This is a holiday weekend. Plan it with purpose. And yeah, be the sage. Observe, write down, take your lessons. Lots of love. Bye.